Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button because we are getting this season underway. So first, before hopping into the season, so I knew I kind of needed help on the offensive end. So we decided to try to go out and we decided on Jeremy Maclin. But if you see here, I'm looking through free agency and he's just not there. Neither is Dez Bryant. And I looked through every single roster. Look at the transaction log here. Nobody is there. I don't see Dez Bryant. I don't see anybody. I don't see Jeremy Maclin. I mean, a lot of guys are missing from that log, and then I can't even find them in the game. So I don't know what is going on. So we're gonna have to ride with this roster. And you get to see the debut of Darius Geis, Alex Smith, Paul Richardson. I mean, a whole new offense. So let's hop into this game. I'm excited for this season as Hopkins is going to get us started right away. And here is the opening kick. And we're going up against the Arizona Cardinals. And you know, they have a new starting quarterback as well in Sam Bradford. And you know, Sam Bradford is known as one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. So on the first play of the game, giving it to David Johnson, and he's returning for his third year as a starter. But remember, last year he was out with an injury. So getting it going is Sam Bradford getting a nice pass away to Jermaine Gresham. So now on a 1st and 10 under center, throwing it to Gresham in the flats there and putting on a spin move and getting a nice 5-yard gain. So now they're close to the 50-yard line. David Johnson, and that's going to be a big hit that time. And we are going to set up a 3rd and 6 on the tackle by Vigil. And one more time, good tackle that time. Coming up is Orlando Scandrick as we force punt on that one. And here is the debut of Alex Smith. And what a time to be alive for Alex Smith as he gets a new start with the Redskins. So on the first play from scrimmage, here's Darius Geis getting going on the pitch in the first play of his NFL career. He goes for a nice 20-yard gain. So now on a 1st and 10 on the next play from the 31-yard line, finding Jamison Crowder across the middle. So this is going to be a sighting that I hope we see a lot in the future. So now on a 2nd and 10 this time, Chandler Jones getting in for the sack. And that is going to be a 3rd and 21 setting up here as they send another blitz. But this time, Paul Richardson doesn't get turned around in time. And that's going to be a punt as we have to punt it away to the Cardinals. So look at this punt, though. This punt is going to bounce in. Look at that. Stay inside the 5-yard line by way. And they are going to have to settle on their 2-yard line. So on the first play, look at DJ Swearinger coming in, making the tackle, and that's a safety. So the first points of this 2018-2019 NFL season come by the way of safety. So we get the punt back from the safety here, and here's Darius Geis trying to get going. But they got a tough defensive line as Nkemdiche is up front. He's pretty much wreaking havoc so far in this first quarter. But on a 3rd and 13, getting it to Jordan Reed, breaking a tackle. And he almost gets the first down, but it's 4th and inches. So we do have to punt this one away. So only 2 points so far in this game. But here is Sam Bradford coming out, finding Jermaine Gresham. All his completions have been to Jermaine Gresham up to this point. So now on a 2nd and 10, close to the 45-yard line, another pass to Jermaine Gresham. Jermaine Gresham's just getting open. So now on a 3rd and 4 here, Sam Bradford from the shotgun. And there's Larry Mitz. We knew we wouldn't wait long to hear his name, and they get a first down. So now at the 42-yard line, fake to David Johnson, and Sam Bradford's going to throw over the middle, and look who's there. It's the 2nd-year player getting there for the pick, and Monte Nicholson is going to be such a force. Look at the center field he's playing on this one, and that ball had no chance of being completed, as I don't know what Sam Bradford was looking at. He probably didn't see the safety, didn't think he could get there, and that is going to be our first turnover of the season. So now back out on offense here, rounding out the first quarter. Here is Alex Smith throwing across the middle, and Josh Doxson's going to be tackled that time. We're only going with these short passes here, just trying to get the offense going, get the confidence going. But on a 3rd and 5, getting it to Jamison Crowder, but he can't get the first down. So now we have to punt it away once again, as David Johnson, I mean, look at this, 5 rushes for -3 yards. We're doing a number on him so far. So on a 1st and 10 once again, look at this. I mean, we are stopping them, and the thing is, this defense is showing up, the run defense, but the pass rush just isn't there. But we do force another punt. So now we get them to punt the ball away. Can we put points on the board this drive, as Alex Smith dropping back to pass, and Peters gets in for the sack. Nobody's open on that one. We should have got rid of the ball. That's the thing. We got to get rid of the ball. This pass rush is serious. So on a 2nd and 22, here's Alex Smith finding some running room. Probably should have slid there, but dove forward 15 yards. So we get a lot back. 3rd and 7, a manageable 3rd and 7. And here is Chris Thompson getting the ball, but not before he gets to the first. But, you know, we're feeling aggressive here, and I accidentally kind of hit hurry up on this one. But going forward on a 4th and 2 here, and Alex Smith calling the play at the line, throwing the ball over the middle, and that's going to be caught. Nice catch that time by Paul Richardson. So now on a 2nd and 7, a couple of plays later, here's Alex Smith faking it to Chris Thompson, and here's finding our man Vernon Davis over the middle. So it's nice to see the backup tight end getting in, Vernon Davis, and he's going to be in on a lot of plays because Jordan Reed he's going to need some rest. So getting him in is going to be crucial. So now we're facing a 3rd and 13 towards the 50-yard line now. Here's Alex Smith rolling outright, doesn't find anybody, tries to pick it up himself, but he was a little tired, so I don't know how fast he was running there, but that was pretty slow. So we do have to punt the ball away once again. So this is a 2-0 game going into the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. But here is Sam Bradford, but Vigil hits him pretty hard on that. That was a pretty nice catch that time by the receiver. So now in a 2nd and 12, here's Jermaine Gresham getting open once again, and Sam Bradford only has 83 yards passing. We are doing pretty good on defense so far. So here is Sam Bradford throwing the ball deep, and look who's there, Larry Fitzgerald. They finally get a big play in this game, and that's going to be a 1st down inside the 25-yard line. But on the next play, take a look at the tip drill. We get the interception that time, and Orlando Scandrick comes up with it. But take a look at this play by Vigil. He comes in, deflects the ball, and Orlando Scandrick comes up with it. I mean, we are doing great on defense. Right when we thought we broke a little bit with that long gain given up, we force a turnover on the tip drill. So now inside of 30 seconds here, just trying to get some points on the board, maybe a field goal, but that sack isn't going to help, as that puts us out of probably a way to get to field goal range. So we just try to throw the ball deep one last time, but Antoine Bethea is there for the interception, and we're going to go into halftime 2-0. So here's a kind of a preview of the halftime show. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing. Maybe next game I might show you guys the whole thing, maybe the game after that. But you can see that they kind of improved this a little bit, going around the league, looking at scores, and you can see the Chiefs losing to the Chargers there. But one thing I want to look at is the Giants. They get blown out 52-0. I mean, that is just insane. I mean, what are the Giants doing? So now back out to start this second half. We start the half out with the ball, but that's not going to help. A sack to start the second half. But on a 2nd and 18, trying to throw the ball deep, Jordan Reed does beat the defender a little bit, but that one's going to be overthrown. So now on a 3rd and 18, trying to just get some yardage back. But we see the same matchup, throwing the ball deep to Jordan Reed, this time matched up on a linebacker, and he's going to get that ball past the 50-yard line. Nice over the shoulder throw by Alex Smith. So now on a 2nd and 7, Chandler Jones, I mean, I just can't roll out. I can't get the balls out when I'm out of the pocket like that because Chandler Jones is right there. So staying in the pocket on the next pass, 3rd and 7, but nice deflection that time by the Cardinals. So now we have to settle for a long field goal, and that one is going to be short. So this score is going to stay at 2-0 here in the 3rd quarter as David Johnson still can't get going. As this defense, I mean, we are doing great up front as on a 3rd and 2, trying to pitch it out to David Johnson, and Vigil and McPhee are going to be there for the stop that time. And, you know, Zach Vigil, I mean, I got to talk about this guy. This guy is doing so great at the middle linebacker position. You know, Mason Foster would be in, but back out on offense, look at that throw. I mean, he did not set his feet on that Alex Smith, but luckily Josh Doctson comes back to the ball, 37 yards. So we catch a big break on that one as we try to get Darius Geis going, but I mean, the running lanes just aren't there this game. He's only got 4 attempts for 22 yards, but here's Chris Thompson. He finally gets going as he gets up past about the 35-yard line. So now facing a 3rd and 9 a couple of plays later. Here's Alex Smith trying to throw across the middle, but that one is deflected that time. And we're going to have to settle for another long field goal, but this one is going to be good, and it's going to be 5-0. So this is a weird, bizarre game. No points put up on the board by the Cardinals. We have 5. I mean, what a score this is. 5-0 in the 3rd quarter. So here's David Johnson, and he can't get going. So now another 3rd and 8. And look at Sam Bradford. I mean, that was a noodle arm if there ever was one, as we force another punt. I mean, this defense is just impressive. As Alex Smith, can he lead down a drive that leads to a touchdown? So now on a play action here on 2nd and 7, trying to roll out. Man, and that was man coverage. If our guy wasn't in the flat there, Alex Smith could have took that for a big gain. So now on a 3rd and 5, throwing a ball across the middle. There's Chris Thompson there for the 1st down conversion. So now here on a 1st and 10 here, close to the 41-yard line. Here's Alex Smith from the shotgun. Too much pressure. Everybody's covered. He kind of tries to escape there and ends up losing 17 yards on that sack. So now on a 3rd and 26, just trying to get some yards back, throwing the ball across the middle, and that is going to be tipped at the line. So now we had to punt the ball away, and now to start this 4th quarter, here is Sam Bradford finding Larry Fitzgerald across the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down with 6 minutes left. So we finally get some pressure, almost get a sack there with Orlando Scandrick, but that one's going to be he's going to be hit by while he throws the ball. But on a 2nd and 10, throwing it over the top, and Larry Fitzgerald is going to burn our man on the outside, and that is going to set up a couple of plays here inside the red zone on a 3rd and 5. Here's Bradford throwing to the outside, and man, I mean, we are giving up too many plays here on this drive. We could definitely use a turnover. So now on a 1st and goal. Ooh, that was close. Bradford tries to find Larry Fitzgerald. He can't drag the feet. So now on a 3rd and goal, here's Bradford from the shotgun. Where is the pressure? It finally gets there, and Sam Bradford throws it out of bounds. So now they have to settle for a field goal, and that makes this game 5-3. So now 4.5 minutes left in this game. We have to just milk this clock and hopefully get into field goal range, get maybe even the score. We want to score, but we need to milk this clock definitely on this drive. So here is Chris Thompson in the flat. That's actually Darius Geis finally getting in, and he's getting a 1st down. So 4 minutes left in this game. He probably should have wasted a little bit of time there, but it was an injury timeout. But on the next play, look at Chandler Jones getting to Alex Smith, and he hits him while he throws it, but they rule it a fumble. So, wow, what a turn of events. We thought we were going to milk this clock, but look at this. His arm's going forward, but he fumbles the ball. They call it a fumble, but unfortunately, Madden does not have that type of technology, does not have that type of review where you can rule if the arm is going forward. But that one, I swear, he was definitely going forward. So here is Sam Bradford back out on offense. Can we hold them? Can we force a turnover? Maybe even sack them out of field goal range? But on a 3rd and 10, they run the ball with David Johnson, so they are still in field goal range. So they do attempt the field goal, and they do convert it. So it's going to be 6-5. What a score. So can we drive the length of the field, get going, get on the board, and score a touchdown? So here's Alex Smith finding Jordan Reed that time. And on a 3rd and inches, giving it to Chris Thompson, and he's going to get there. He's only got 12 yards in this game. I mean, both defenses are balling right now. So here is Jamison Crowder getting the catch across the middle, and that's going to be almost 5 yards. So now on a 3rd and 4, here's Alex Smith rolling up the middle. I'm still figuring out the slide. I know what it is. It's left trigger, right trigger, and tapping X. I don't know what's going on there. But here on a 2nd and 10, trying to just make something happen without taking a sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. So now facing a 3rd and 10, here's Alex Smith in the shotgun one more time. Throw it to the outside to Chris Thompson. And look, I don't know. They said we were out of bounds on that one, but look at his feet. 1 foot, 2 feet, kind of drags it across the grass. So we go for it. 4th and 10. Do we have the guts in us? Does Alex Smith have it in him? He rolling out right. Wide open is Paul Richardson. And look at the guts there by Alex Smith, converting on that huge throw. He's getting hit as he throws the ball, and wide open. They forget about the new acquisition, Paul Richardson. He signed that big contract. So here is Darius Geis trying to run the ball here, and he gets up close to the 1 yard line. So now on a 3rd and goal at the 2, running a pitch play, but here is Darius Geis getting in for the first touchdown for the Redskins, and that is going to be a weird. This is going to be a weird game. I mean, we score our first touchdown, either team, with less than a minute left. So we go for it on a 2-point conversion, just trying to make it a 7-point game. And that one is going to be picked off in the end zone by Deion Buchanan. He's been all over the field in this one. So now here comes Sam Bradford back out with this offense. And can he score here? He's got to score some points, as here he is finding his receiver on the outside this time. And Sam Bradford, he's an accurate quarterback. He's been making accurate throws. I think our defense has just been there. So here he is with 14 seconds left, throwing the ball deep, and cannot complete that one. Threw it into a big crowd of people there. I don't know what he was doing. So now on a 3rd and 10, trying to throw a bullet this time, but that one's deflected by Orlando Scandrick. So 10 seconds left, and they keep running the same play, trying to run this Hail Mary this time, throwing the ball deep, and that one's going to be picked off by Nicholson, his 2nd interception of the game, and that one is going to seal it. The Redskins, hail to the Redskins. We go 1-0 on the season on the road in Arizona, and what a game. I mean, this game ended up being 11-5. I mean, have you guys ever seen 11-6? Have you guys ever seen a score that was 11-6? I mean, just insane. I don't know how this happened, but a great defensive game. I mean, I was in this the whole game, and sometimes you get those, high scoring games, kind of unrealistic, but then sometimes you get games like this. This was an exciting game, and both offenses pretty much were on lock the entire game, as Paul Richardson has himself a clutch catch. He only gets 47 yards though. Nobody really shines on our offense. Jordan Reed got 66 yards. But I mean, man, Morgan Moses gave up 3 sacks at right tackle. We got to address that. And one thing we do want to address a little bit, Monte Nicholson had 2 picks. But one thing we do want to address, we had no sacks in this game. Hopefully we can get that going. And that can, improve going into the next game. We're going up against the Indianapolis Colts. You don't want to miss that one. Can we go 2-0 to start this season versus 2 non-divisional games? So we'll see. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, because this season's just getting going. The first defensive game of the season. So you don't want to miss any action. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.